Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. Here's something to think about. Remember when we first heard about all those children coming from South America, riding the train of death? Remember when a lot of the American people were infuriated with the fact that it appeared as if though the administration was using those children as props? Well, I'm inclined to think that's exactly what they're being used for. I'm also inclined to think that the African Americans in America need to wake up. I think the administration's doing the exact same thing with them. This whole Ferguson, Missouri debacle, why would, again, the Department of Justice want to suppress the videos or the videotape of Michael Brown and Darian Johnson in that convenience store? Why would they want that to be suppressed? Well, the only reason they would want that to be suppressed, I think, is to allow the situation to percolate, which is exactly what they allowed it to do. You know, when the chief of police came out with that tape about 3 days after the event, a lot of people were upset that it wasn't released earlier. Well, he probably couldn't have released it earlier because he was asked not to by the Department of Justice, headed by who? The less than Honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder Jr. What benefit would the administration derive by allowing the situation in Ferguson, Missouri to percolate? Well, again, these are just my opinions, but I think they were trying to do what this administration has been trying to do for a long time. They were trying to incite blacks all over the country. That's what I think they were trying to do. They tried with Trayvon Martin and his shooting, George Zimmerman's trial. They did everything that they could to help convict Zimmerman. The DOJ sent a legal team. The less Honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder, he went there himself. No different than he went to Ferguson, Missouri, to speak with the Brown family. You know, I posted a video and I wondered where the Brown family is getting all this money to hire Dr. Michael Bowden and the legal team that they put together. One of my viewers was kind enough to send me what he thought was how they did it. They've asked for donations, and they've got, according to what my viewer sent, over $50,000, which isn't a lot, but I'm sure it's grown significantly since then. I don't know, folks. I think we're all being played, and I said that more than once. I think the African Americans are being played, and they don't even know it. I think what he wants, he meaning the guy that's hanging out at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, he wants to bring in martial law. And I gotta believe they're getting real frustrated because things don't seem to be going their way. Fast and Furious was designed to take away our Second Amendment rights. Sandy Hook was designed to take away our Second Amendment rights. The shooting that took place in D.C. at the Navy Yard was designed to take away our Second Amendment rights. It seems like no matter what they try to do, they can't seem to do it. And I think Ferguson, Missouri is another clear example of that. They had no right to tell the chief of police to suppress that surveillance tape. None. Problem is, who's going to hold them accountable? There is no one. Why would the Department of Justice send 40 FBI agents to knock on doors looking for additional witnesses. They didn't do that in Chicago for the hundreds of killings each year that take place. Why only here? Well, why here? As the Congressman Lacey Clay Jr. requested, that it was a civil rights violation. That's why. That's what I think. So what do you think?